Hey, you're listening to the show, and the show's called Buried.
Yay!
Hello, everyone.
Wow.
I always start the freaking intro. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Buried Podcast. This is a podcast where we go into the internet jungle and we're like hidden gems to the public seeing eye. As always, I am Declan Grogan, and with me is Dylan Ward.
I am petting a sleeping dog.
Jimmy Brown.
I'm not petting a sleeping dog.
And Liam Man.
And my name's David.
Hey.
No, wait.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
Wait, we gotta start over. This guy's name's David.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, start over, please. Hi.
Okay.
This is I'm Liam's brother, David. Liam is out sick today. He got Declan brought him in to build another robot, but he accidentally lobotomized too much of his brain. So this is David's episode.
I completely
And
forgot.
that's the joke for today.
Okay. That's the
It's
joke.
the David
Good.
episode.
Good.
Everyone's
Okay.
been waiting for a little bit for David to show up, but it's finally time. David
This
is
it.
here.
So I guess we have to redo the intro then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. This is Internet Jungle. We go back. Fuck. We go into the Internet Jungle where we like hidden gems of the lore of the public seeing eye. As always, I'm Declan Grogan, and with me is Dylan Ward,
I am petting a sleeping dog.
Jimmy Brown,
I'm not petting a sleeping dog.
and David Mann. Is that right?
Yes.
It's David
Hello,
Woman.
folks. I am. I'm here from NPR.com. They sent me here.
Wait, you
That's
work
it.
for
That is all.
NPR?
Yeah, NPR.com. Not NPR the radio station, but NPR.com.
Their website?
Just-
NationalPublicRadio.com?
I am not related to. I'm not connected to the radio station at any capacity. I
Oh,
just
wow.
I just do the website.
Just do the website, like IT stuff, or you just run their website?
No,
like,
yeah.
Now, David, I'm a big fan. I've been reading a lot of your articles. I wanted to ask you a couple more questions about your most recent one, saying that Neanderthals are the next evolution of man, and
Yes.
that's where we're headed. Could you just
Yes.
enlighten us a little bit?
Yeah, I've done a considerable amount of research, and I found that actually we're stuck in a time loop. And that's the reason we see Neanderthals in the past isn't actually because Neanderthals are from the past. It's because they're from the future, but they went back to the past.
Can
Mostly
you explain
to,
the use of only wooden tools by Neanderthals? In relation?
Wood is actually the most futuristic thing. Actually, trees come from the future.
Wow.
It's this whole bootstrap paradox where trees were invented in the year 2017.
All right, wait, all right.
The far off
Okay,
year of
okay.
2017.
When they came to be.
Listen,
Sorry,
this
you're
is-
saying
this-
someone in 2017 invented the tree?
yes, because before then all they had was iron, and it was too strong.
Have you seen the
David.
Lorax, Declan? Have you even watched the Lorax or
Shit,
read
Yes,
the book?
actually-
or lore?
Lorex product.
In old Earth, in the pre this is actually time loop number 2. In time loop number 1, it's actually called the Iron Lax, and he says, "I'm the Iron Axe. I speak for the ore."
I was there.
Were people upset that we were mining too much iron?
Yeah, they said
Because
leave
I
the
don't feel
iron
like
where
that has much impact, like
they said
on the earth.
They said the iron needs to stay in its home where it belongs, down in the earth. I say
Also, did
I say let it stay.
Buried.
Let us
Oh,
frack.
stay.
Let us
I
frack.
would say that we
just
let it
really
stay
wanna frack.
buried. Ooh, true intro. Real intro.
David,
that was the intro
David,
the whole time.
I want to say that before before this recording started, we were talking, and you said you had some news to bring up, and I can't tell if
Oh.
it was this whole David bit or not.
yeah.
Funny that you
Liam
say
changes
that.
his name.
It actually wasn't. The David thing literally came out of nowhere. Hi, I'm David. It came out of. It really just kind of came. I was a last minute replacement. I was actually looking at Liam's notes on the table, and it says the thing that he wanted to bring up was that and again, I'll bring this up just because like I don't know exactly how interesting it was to be. I just saw this as breaking news, and I thought it was fascinating.
Hey, David, you don't have to talk yourself down, all right, man? We're here for you.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks.
I personally
Yeah,
can't wait.
on MP. Yeah, usually the reason they relegated me to the NPR website is because they said, David, your ideas are too weird. Bicycles that go backwards. Who are you trying to fool? So they put me on the website. So it's good to finally get some airtime. Anyway, the bit of news that I wanted to bring up was the Columbus Zoo recently lost its accreditation.
Oh my god, I gotta change my calendar.
Yeah, I know. It's no longer a recognized zoo because they got
I gotta delete some pictures.
They got caught selling big cats, like illegal big cat trade.
What the fuck?
And initially it doesn't sound that... I mean, it's exciting, but it's like, whatever. But I was reading this like Facebook post by the Ohio Animal Rescues, because I'm from... I go to school in Ohio. I do NPR things in Ohio. That's where the website's based.
You go to school and do NPR things in Ohio.
Yeah, David is in Lithuania for this episode.
David is...
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for coming all the way out here.
Yeah, it was a hike. I had to take 2 classes off.
2 trains.
I had to take 2 trains.
2 trains. That's a lot of trains.
Basically, so they lost their accreditation for like a number of reasons. Like apparently this was like a big thing for like a while. But one of the events that they cite in this article right here is something called the Zanesville Massacre.
Oh my god.
I figure I would have heard about that before the
I know, that was my exact reaction was, oh my god. So apparently like the head zoo guy, his name is Jack Hanna, there was an incident where like 50 some like exotic animals got like out, or like they escaped, or they were released. And the Jack Hanna, as head of the Ohio Zoo, advocated for the sheriff deputies to slaughter all of them.
Oh my god!
So this guy's in charge of the zoo. They were like, oh my god, these animals get out. What do we do? He's like, fucking kill them.
He's like, this is a different ending to Madagascar.
I know. He's like, fucking kill them all. Don't bring them to Madagascar. They might end up going to Africa in a makeshift plane. Kill them.
Those penguins are stone cold killers.
Can I ask which animals like this? Like, were they hunting down like shrews with reckless
otters? And
so
birds.
it says thing. They just say big. They says. Rumors in the industry are that the revocation is due to the fiscal misconduct as well as the involvement in immoral, unethical, and potentially illegal distribution and sales of big cats.
Mm-hmm.
So presumably it's just like
can we just fucking
illegal...
call them lions and tigers?
I know.
Why do we always call them big cats?
Big cat.
Oh wait, these cats are real big. I'm done with
you want picture a cat?
Fucking
cat.
Yeah. Before we get into topics, there is one other thing about this post that I found just unnecessarily hilarious. Is it's this big post and they're talking about like kind of the specifics of what happened, but they get a little too specific here at the end where they literally list. Oh, first off, they call it Columbus Zoo, but then they put zoo in quotation marks now
because it's discredited.
The Columbus Zoo.
If you want to call it that, I think you can call that anymore.
But they literally list. They literally list every single animal that they're no longer allowed to have. Like they said, the Columbus quote-unquote zoo is no longer allowed to possess lions, tigers, bears, alligators, crocodiles, hyenas, gray wolves, excluding hybrids, jaguars, leopards, including clouded leopards, sunded leopards, cheetahs, lynxes, cougars, pumas. It's like, okay, we get it. They're not allowed to have a lot of animals.
Okay, wait. I have several questions. First of all, dude, the writer knew what they were fucking doing by leading off with lions, tigers, and bears. Like they're having a little fun up there. They're doing a little reference to the Wizard of Oz when they're listing out.
They're taking
talking about
their
the
moment
massacre.
to shine.
The guy's paying attention.
Fucking Zanesville
They're true
Massacre.
Wizard of Oz fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second though, if they're discredited, what does that make them now? Because if it's just like a place that holds animals, they can now just sell those animals and just do what they want. Like,
is it a
they're
farm
like, oh, we're not
now?
a zoo anymore? Cool. We're going to sell so many more animals now.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's it. They accidentally realized that, like, this actually allows them to do more illegal things because all the laws exist for specifically zoos, but now that they're not a zoo and just private animal collections, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
I also love the idea of if they're a zoo, it's just that they can't have those animals anymore, and this article is just like, well, then it's not a zoo anymore. If they can't have spotted lynxes anymore, then I don't want to go to that place. That's not a zoo.
Hi. Yeah, right. It's like, imagine, like, you go to, like, a new zoo. Like, hi, do you guys have spotted lynxes? Oh, unfortunately, no, we weren't able to get any spotted lynxes. We don't... Oh. And you call this place a zoo?
You call yourself... You should be ashamed.
Oh yeah,
Yes. Unfortunately, this zoo does not have the spotted lynx anymore.
Yeah, guys, I just stopped by the Cincinnati Zoo. Guess what they don't have?
I just stopped by the Cincinnati animal jail.
Cincinnati Animal Prison. Animal
Want to
Penitentiary.
know what animal didn't look at me and cry and shed a single tear while thinking about the Sahara?
This is where they put all the.
things. That's right.
This is where they put all the animals that were accomplices to the Zanesville massacre. The animals that were on
This
the
one
inside.
ratted out fellow penguins during the Zanesville massacre. It's literally welcome to the Cincinnati Animal Jail for those who committed war crimes during the Zanesville massacre. That's the full name of the place.
Who do you think sold the zookeepers the ammo for the Zanesville massacre?
Oh my god!
It was the fucking chimps.
I mean, is it possible that the massacre was just a cover to sell more animals? Like they probably said, "Oh yeah, they got murked," and then they just sold
more
them anyway.
press to the Cincinnati Animal Jail. I'm literally gonna call it that now. It's
Yeah,
not the Cincinnati
maybe,
Animal Jail.
maybe it was just like this big publicity stunt. Like once they murdered all the animals, he like got on TV and was like, "Oh no, look at all the spotted zebras and leopard monkeys and chihuahua. We have so many animals. We're willing to just give them all away. We lost 50 animals, but that's no big loss because we're such a big zoo. Oh my god, we have so many animals. Come talk to me, please. My phone number is 742."
We have big cats. We're selling big cats. We are selling big cats. We are selling big cats illegally. We have no moral standard. Please buy our big cats.
Please buy our big cats.
Or there'll be another Zanesville massacre. All right. Time
to get into the Topicsville massacre.
It's like a funny little joke.
Yes, Declan, that is what.
Who wants to start us off here after
I have a couple of topics.
I have a couple of very small topics myself.
Yeah, you know, it's been a little bit since I've started off because usually I have a topic at a time that I usually push off a month in between. But this new upload schedule has actually made me find some very interesting places.
Wait, but Dylan, are you saying you have more than one topic to say today?
I have 4 topics, but
to say today, or are you only doing one?
I'm gonna do one because I don't think anyone has seen this yet, and it is very interesting.
I was ready to grab that ukulele so fast.
No. Last week, in the last episode, I had 2, but you guys lost your shit at ass potato cucumber dog, and I was like, you know what? I don't even need to go to 2. This is good enough.
All right. Hit us with your topic, Dylan. Please.
Hit us with your nugget.
So, in the recent reboot of Buried, I think there's been a running trend that has been very enjoyable, and that is the old-timey website. In the early 2000s, you get some interesting web designs because, as we mentioned, if you don't know how to make a website, you really don't have a really quality website. And I'll leave it at that as we visit Hosanna1.com, spelled HOSANNA 1.com.
Dylan, I think I know what this one is.
Yeah.
But keep
That's
going.
allowed. That's allowed.
Hosanna1.com.
Oh, wow.
And once you get there, I would like to sell you a dog.
Yeah.
So, this website is made by an early 2000s web developer, as is very obvious by the design choices of the website. And they didn't just make this one website, they made 2. We'll get to that. So I want to start off with, entering this website, and, there's a lot of text boxes, a lot of different things to read. It's a big mess. But I'll try and give you what, after maybe 10 minutes of research on this website, has given me. And that is that they are a pro-smoking family that wants to sell you a dog.
I can see that, yeah.
And that is as much as is necessary, because that is the whole website. They are very pro-smoking, and they have, I believe, 7 options for you to choose from. And let me give you the options of the dogs, because everyone needs a companion in life as I'm petting this sleeping dog. Everyone in their life needs man's best friend. So let me give you a couple
Smoke buddy,
options.
if you will.
We have Alf, Samson, Happy, Precious, Ruby, Bliss, and Redman. And that is the whole cast of characters.
Oh, I
Red
love
man
Red Man.
fucks, man. It's like right now.
Redman, I'm telling you right now, has at least 9 litters. Or is that cats? I don't really remember. But but yeah, so this website, they basically had one dog that they really loved, were really passionate about this breed of Afghan hound, and decided to design a website to sell the remaining of the litter. I think that's the right term. They're also very religious. They believe that every dog is going to find their home based on a Bible quote, which I'm not making any beliefs or any statements here. I'm just pointing out that they have graphics.
All the dogs without home are actually dogs. They're demons.
Well, I'm just pointing out that they were so passionate that they found graphics of Bible verses that will flash by to explain this. And I other than that, I think the funniest thing about this website, or maybe it's not this one. It is this one. Is if you scroll down all the way to the end, they actually received an award for years of service in the industry of getting Redman a new home, and it is the the Great Sight Award, which is a border collie with a blue ribbon that says in red text next to it, the Great Sight Award, and it's just a small PNG of a dog pasted in the bottom. But I found this website very interesting, but on one part of it, if I can find it again. Yeah, if you scroll down to the bottom, they
Completely
have a
blue
link.
screen.
Oh, you have a blue screen?
Yeah. I see the link to the smokers thing, but if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it's just a regular blue screen with like a landscape pixel art thing over it.
I've got that too. Where does the Great Sight Award show up in relation to that?
Oh, great! Oh, it's still there. It's next to the smoking thing.
Okay, gotcha.
No worries. I know it's a great site.
I'm
for
sitting
sure.
here, so I missed the URL, and I don't want to. I'm trying to sit here and be the audience who doesn't get to see this website.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
confused on the smoking thing. Is it all
Yeah.
over the website?
Oh,
that they're just like,
dude,
pro
Declan.
smoking?
I don't see anything about the smoking except for if you scroll down, like if you click on certain links, they'll have like pro smoking things in the side, like this is a smoker family, and a little it'll flash back and forth like American Lung Association, American Liar Association, and if you click on these kind of links, it'll take you to a page that they have that's labeled smokers' rights.
Yeah.
What?
And
Yeah.
it's got like a picture of the person who presumably
Yes.
made it, a Hosanna, named Linda Farley, and her picture above her name kind of looks more like a mugshot than anything. And it's just smokers' rights, and it's like all these things detailing like planned protests to get like smoking, I guess, popular again.
The text underneath her picture reads 40 years at 3 packs a day, smoker. I'd rather fight than quit.
Oh man.
Yeah, you can actually
a day?
you can actually find her resume. So if you click underneath it, she has a link to her resume. Also, I will say, I love if you just look at the top. The website is just called Hosanna1.com, but like if you Google it and if you look at like the top in the tab, it's literally called AAAWWW Hosanna Afghan Ham Breeder AKC Puppies All Breeds. It's just like this fucking. I will say this is almost, and when I came across this website for the first time, it took me a little bit before I found like her face and like the resume. It took me a little bit to figure out whether or not this website was a joke, because it's like it's so ugly that it's just like this cat. Come on,
Very ugly.
like the picture in the background. It looks like the fucking. It looks like, okay. So you know the like the old Windows background that was like the green hill and like the blue sky. This is like a corrupted version of that, where like the sky is gray and the hill is all like brown and compressed and deep fried.
Yeah.
Like the
Super
Windows thing's been
pixelated.
smoking. You're saying like the Windows
Yes.
isn't smoking.
Yes. And all the text is like super left aligned. Like there's nothing that is on the right of center of the screen. It's all like half of it is like mashing into itself. Like it's especially going because
It's immaculately
I found this
designed.
shortly after, because I looked at a bunch of like old school websites after the Peter Pan one because it got me really interested in. And so like going from the Peter Pan one to this one, it was just because the Peter Pan one, I've said it once, I'll say it again.
Great.
The Peter Pan was a beautiful website, and this is just a fucking shit show.
Yeah, but Declan, to give you
Which is funny because if you look at her resume, she has a BAS in computer science. So
Nice.
You know,
Nice.
that's
maybe
funny.
computers have come some time before.
Dog breeding.
I'm finding
computer
myself
science smoking.
much more interested. I mean, I think it's hilarious that this is kind of like cloaked in a pro dog breeding, like oh, this is cute dogs and all that stuff. But I'm absolutely losing myself in this this pro smoking stuff. Like the person, what is her name? Laura, right? Linda. Yeah, she keeps she refers to people who are anti-smoking as Nico-Nazis, like Nico-Nazis.
Oh my god.
And like there's just like this
Wow.
long ass rant about like, oh, your tax dollars are being used to tell kids
Yes.
cigarettes are more dangerous and addictive than heroin. Now kids' heroin use is up 800%. They would have been satisfied with experimenting with cigarettes.
800%.
800%.
800%.
She's gone super fucking Saiyan in
Oh
her
my
website.
gosh.
No, this is is
Look.
absolutely incredible.
When dealing with a dog like Redman, you need to smoke. All right, that dog is knows no bounds. All right. A little thing
okay.
takes the edge off.
Wait,
Well,
Dylan.
yeah.
Dylan, are you going to talk about her other website? Because I think I
Yes.
just found a link to her other website, and
I
I'm not gonna
am
spoil
going
it.
to.
Is it her
Yeah.
music?
I wanted to.
Not quite.
So on Hosanna1.com, you'll find that there are a lot of links to click, but one of them is to libertyvan.com, which displays two different vehicles which have been fully decked out in garbage, in trash.
Like
There's
wait,
the-
actual garbage?
No.
There's the Freedom Van and the Liberty Van where she basically glued rubber ducks, all over the car to make it stand out in traffic. And
Those are rubber ducks?
Well, I'm looking at the Freedom Van pictures. I just zoomed in. It's weird neon text. There's so
Yeah.
much to read on a car because when you see a car driving by and you're in a car, you want to slow down and read everything that the other vehicle has to say.
It is literally just two minivans that are literally plastered. Every square inch is plastered with like slogan stickers. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Stickers.
like one of them,
Gosh.
like literally the hood of the Freedom Van says "Liberate the People's Republic of America," but spelled with a K for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Keep
this
on
tells me two
smoking.
things. Is it mostly smoke related stuff about the van, or is
Well,
it just
I
It's mostly
believe-
very patriotic.
If I'm
Um,
remembering this website correctly, this was where I found her main smokers' rights stuff. But this seems to be mostly history of the van, where it goes, how long it's been going there, and then finally her story. It starts off,
Oh.
this is my stand. Like, this is
Yeah.
it, guys.
I'm looking at like a closer picture of. I think it's the. I can't tell if it's the Freedom Van or the Liberty Van. I think it's the Freedom Van, and it's all smoking. It's literally all smoking things.
Yeah.
God.
And I just think it's. I don't know why. I just think it's so funny that like this is the hill that she is going to die on.
It's
This
almost
is the
like,
hill that will kill her.
Yeah,
like,
fucking
yeah,
seriously.
Look, smoking is terrible, but like it's such a strange. Like I don't feel like it's not something you see like people battling about smoking. Like should we be doing it or not in the news? Like most people are like, yeah, it causes cancer, but like some people are just like, I'm okay with that. She's just like, how could you take away the right to smoke? Like I'm like, I don't know, man. This is Such a strange hill to die on.
It
Right.
reminds me of like the reason I also for a split second thought it might have been a joke, like the whole thing, because it reminds me of that bit where people are like pro drunk driving, where they're like,
Oh, boy.
25% of accidents are done while drunk driving. Let's think about the 3/4 where they're not.
Yeah.
You know, those stupid like jokes and all that.
Yeah.
It's
my.
like, how can you like get so behind the freaking smoking?
The thing that I want to know is like what happened in her life? Like what happened that she like, you know what I mean? Like did someone
She's only 3 years into it, right? She just said she's only 3 years into smoking 4 packs a day.
No, it was for 40 years, I thought. It said for 40 years.
3 packs a day for 40 years?
3 packs
Weird,
for 40
that's
years. 40 years for
Okay,
3 packs
that's
a
my
day.
fault.
How? No, that doesn't happen. That's not.
Also, she had so much to say about this that she bought a second van to plaster more stickers on.
Wait, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm reading it. Yeah, okay. No, I'm reading it right
Okay.
here. This is the reason. My husband, John Farley, retired early from his 30-year IBM engineer career when IBA in Boca Raton, Florida, went smoke-free about 15 years ago. He was only 50. He refused to go outside in thunderstorms and 98 and 90% humidity every time he wanted to smoke. He refused to work in a smoke-free workplace. We smokers are on strike. So basically, her husband was forced to quit his job, retire because he didn't want to fucking smoke outside. Well, yeah, okay. And now she fucking plasters her van with everything and drives around the country.
Again, the 2 vans just get me. She had to buy a second van to say everything she wanted to say. She bought a second van to be like, this isn't enough.
Honey, slow down. I have to read what those smoker rights, what those pro smokers have to say on the back of their second van. Come on.
Oh, George, I love taking the family for a Sunday drive. Hang on, honey, let's slow down and read this car. Let's hear them out for a second, all right?
See, that's it
Let
too.
me
Like,
put up my pipe.
there's a bunch of like looking at the Liberty Van one. There's a bunch of examples of her like at like their car parade, like they drive like through parades, and I was wondering like, do you think that they get into the parade just because like the car looks like fun and festive, and then people drive through and they like slowly start to read it and they're like,
What's
who is
happening
this?
here?
Who is this person?
What's going on here? Excuse
What
me?
the fuck? Oh, excuse me.
It literally was that he just didn't want to go outside to smoke.
And
Like,
fucking
that,
his job that he worked at for 30 fucking years, and he was like, no, I need to smoke.
indoors.
And I like how that's like they don't understand that it's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with smoking. It just makes me want to quit my job because I can't do it at work. Like imagine like just like literally replace cigarettes with alcohol and it just becomes, oh yeah, you're an alcoholic. But it's like,
Damn
oh
it!
yeah.
Work fired me for smoking at my desk, and now I gotta sell these 7 dogs? Who's gonna buy them?
Red man. Red man got me fired.
Red Man's the one that got me into cigarettes in the first place.
Yeah, he kept dealing them to me. He's like, come on, just have a quick puff.
Hey, come on, me and the
Classic
dogs are smoking. Come outside with us. Hey, me and
I don't know
me
if
and-
I should. I'm a well-to-do IBM businessman.
Come on,
forget about that crap.
me and Samson bought a couple of packs. Help us smoke them.
Me and Sam. Come on, I'm Red Man. Have I ever seen you wrong before? You could smoke at your work if you really wanted.
Okay,
Never
Red
gonna take
Man.
that away.
You're cool, Red Man.
Red Man, you fuck, man.
I gotta say, we're about 30 minutes into the podcast.
I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've been
shit.
talking
I
about
want
this
to,
for a little bit.
I was just so excited about Red Man, man.
To wrap
Man
up,
made me
if
do
you
it, man.
do check out the website, you can actually get descriptions of each of the dogs with pictures. I would imagine they're probably
Check out
dead.
Red Man's.
Red Man's is just don't buy this dog.
Red Man
And-
Red Man tricked
ruin
tricked us
your
into
life.
selling us to him.
We are now Red Man.
We are Red Man's people.
All right.
And
all right. Who
being
wants to go
Red
next?
Man, we should move on.
I
Yeah.
I have like the smallest possible topic. I was gonna do like
Hey,
a
hit
little
it
nuggets.
me, baby. Let's hear.
All
it.
right, here. Let me see if I can Oh gosh, I have so many tabs open for.
Holy Red
this
Man.
now. Yeah, for all that.
Pictures of Red
Pictures
Man.
of Red
All right,
Man.
but
What's up, Jimmy?
I also have some nuggets. I don't know what the Nuggets theme song is, but I'll
Wait,
do
are
mine.
you actually doing Nuggets right now?
Yeah, some.
Uh-oh. Baby's going.
Welcome
He's
to
gone.
Nuggets with Jimmy instead of Declan.
Should we sing a song in the interim while Declan goes?
He'll be
oh,
back
oh.
with a banjo, so let's hurry
Oh,
up.
true. Yeah.
No, that's wrong. All right, that's the theme song. There it is. I did it, baby.
That was beautiful,
Wow.
Declan. I really appreciate the ukulele. But I have two small little topics. The first is findtheinvisiblecow.com. If you all could type that into your search browsers,
Find
it's
the
spelled
Invisible
exactly
Cow?
how it is. Findtheinvisiblecow.com.
Oh, it
And I'll
popped up for
warn
me.
you, because once you start finding the cow, it's a little loud.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I think I can hear one of you guys is going.
That was fucking loud.
As you move your cursor around the website, you'll hear a man go cow, 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 with the volume of the cow increasing as your cursor nears where the hidden cow is. It's an invisible cow,
Oh.
hidden somewhere on the page. Once you find it,
Oh, okay. I'm turning this off. I was trying to play it, and I literally just had this man screaming, "Cow, cow, 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 cow."
it can be very unpleasant at times, but you can really rack up your points. I think they're scored based on how quickly you find the cow. It's also there's an expert mode, like when you go over the cow and the guy's screaming "cow" in your ear. Your cursor will change, but there's an expert mode where the cursor doesn't change. After you click the cow appears on screen and gives you a grateful moo. You're then invited to restart.
Only question, because is it the same thing of him saying cow just gets louder, or does he record
No.
a different cow for each volume?
He records a different cow for each volume, from what I
Yeah.
understand.
Oh my gosh,
He gets
incredible.
progressively more desperate as you get closer to the cow.
If I could talk, I did just play for a little bit, and I will say, the cow that he screams when you're close to it is so unpleasant. I literally have to turn it off. It made me uncomfortable because I feel like, especially because I'm wearing headphones now, that it feels like there's a guy it felt like there's a guy standing over your shoulder and being like cow, 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 cow. But it is. I was actually super impressed that there seems to be a cow for almost every and it go the farther you go away, it lowers in both volume and intensity at a very, very natural rate. There's no jumping it. It feels like he's when you move it from far away to close, it feels like he's like cow, 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 cow.
That's hysterical.
It's a very stressful game.
Yes, it is.
Well, I
fucking
find
hated
it. I find it very funny that when I googled the invisible cow, the first thing to come up was find the invisible cow hack. As if the game was too difficult.
Because I figured out if you follow the volume that he's saying, you can get to the cow.
See, that's it. There's so many I always love game
Small little games
I
like this.
used to love playing. It used to be fun playing fucking hacked Flash games where you can just do all the cheat codes. But there's so
Yeah.
many Flash games like that where it's just it's just a stupid gimmick. If you're gonna cheat, why are you playing? Why would you cheat? Why would you play hacked and find the invisible cow? Why are you playing if you just know where the cow is?
It's for the thrill.
For the,
thrill of it,
for the
man.
point. To
For
see the
for
points
sick
go.
thrill of it. Get away with
Declan,
it.
you-
All right.
Declan, you strike me as the kind of guy to go to findtheinvisiblecow.com hacked.
Oh yeah, man. I just I say this guy, he can't. I don't care. I'm not even listening to him shouting cow. All right, I'm a criminal.
I'm just
What's
going
your second? What's the second nugget?
I'll tell you what. All right, the secondary topic. I think you guys might have heard of this, but it's a subreddit called r/Wyoming doesn't exist.
I don't think I have heard of this.
You haven't? Well, that's because Wyoming doesn't exist. So why would you have heard of it?
What's
It's a
Wyoming?
I really
subreddit.
can't. No, I can play some.
It's a subreddit with around 28,000 members. I guess that still counts as buried to some extent, right?
Yeah.
and it's dedicated to memes and discussion about the fact that Wyoming doesn't exist. That it's considered, just something that was made up by the government. And
See,
it's just that,
See, I was wondering if it was going to go the other way, where, because I'd imagine, honestly, I feel like most of Reddit is like r/what would happen if Wyoming doesn't exist, because people talk about Wyoming very, very infrequently, and if Wyoming didn't exist, it would look like just people not talking about it. Like no one, like they would just be like, no one posted, like it's not like this thing that is fake, like actively a fake creation. It's just like it doesn't exist, so no one ever talks about it.
Well, okay, so I haven't heard of the subreddit, but I've heard the debate before that Wyoming doesn't exist. Has any one of us been to Wyoming?
No,
Yes.
absolutely not.
Nope.
Right. And if
Jimmy,
you
have you
picture,
I said
I
yes.
haven't been to Wyoming. Are you
No,
serious?
but Jimmy said yes.
I've been to
Oh.
Wyoming, yeah.
But
Well, then why would you bring this up
Is
as a
Jimmy
topic?
real? But is
I've
that's what I was
been
gonna say.
I'm actually part of the conspiracy. believe it or not.
Follow-up question. Raise your hand if you've actually met Jimmy in person. Oh my god,
Oh,
no
shit.
one
I
has
see
their
no
hands
hands.
up. Oh
I
my
see
god,
no
no
hands.
one has their hands
I will
up.
say, I mean,
at
you know
all.
Yellowstone National Park? That's like mostly in
Yellowstone.
Wyoming. That was the reason I went.
Well, let
Yellowstone
me
Park.
answer you this. Wyoming, when we think about it, what is a bunch of cornfields? Does anyone have any differing opinions about Wyoming being anything less than cornfields?
Yeah, I got some opinions about Wyoming.
It's got some
Finally,
canyons.
someone asked me my opinions about Wyoming.
No,
what
opinion
I'll
number
say is-
one.
Canyons, geysers, and things.
It's too
What
square.
I'll say is, Jimmy, you have these memories of going to see the geysers, but who's to say that they were in Wyoming? What proof do you have?
Oh my
that
god, it was
this
just
happened?
Idaho the whole time?
It
is
could
kinda
have been.
weird.
It
It's
could
kind
have
of weird
been.
that they do knock everyone out on the plane before flying to Wyoming.
Yeah.
They gas at the plane and then they wake up.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, have you guys
That
seen
was
the
a
movie
weird thing.
Lost? Have you guys seen the TV show Lost? It's a little bit like this, and then Joker gas.
It was
Yeah,
a,
they go-
it was a,
they go-
it
they
was
go-
a, it
they-
was a little bit of weird when I tried to go towards the sky a little bit because it seemed weirdly close, but I wasn't allowed to.
No,
It almost
that's
seemed
bad.
painted on,
Yeah, the birds just wouldn't move there.
They weren't
Yeah, I
moving.
love-
Yeah, I just
I love
thought
when I
that's
was
how
on
it
a-
is in Wyoming. No moving
I love
birds.
how the last time I was on an airplane, they were like, "Hey, have any of you seen the TV show Lost?" And we went, "Yeah," and then they crashed the plane.
Oh, wait, I would love if the pilots would just be like, anyone here seen the TV show Lost? I was like, yeah. They're like, all right. And they take off. And they just have a regular flight. If that's how they started my flight, I'd be like, get me off this fucking plane right now.
Yeah, that's it. You just the pilot just makes a reference to like a really like, hey, you guys ever seen the movie Castaways?
You ever read the book? What was it? Shit, the one where the children in the jungle.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies. You ever read Lord of the Flies? Or
You guys ever been in a plane crash? No? Huh, first time for everything.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Airplane? Well, I assure you this will be much less funny.
Thanks for choosing Northwest. And then I take them.
You guys
that-
ever seen the movie Flight? Because I am drunk.
I am not in a good state of mind to be
I am
flying a
fucking
plane.
hammered.
I'm gone.
Oh.
Ugh.
All right. Well, that was my nuggets.
All right, I'll
You know,
put
and
Yeah,
nuggets.
play us out, Declan.
this nice out here. I have to play quietly because there's people sleeping in this house.
Aww.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So Declan, who wants to go? Me or you?
Well, I mean, I can hear. Let me toss mine up here. All right. 'Cause
Okay.
I can knock mine out pretty quick here.
Yeah.
Except it's not really mine. It is Cloudy Skies.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
and It's been a few weeks since she emailed us. I was very negligent about bringing this up in the podcast. And I'll stop doing our topics in the future and just hand these off to other people too, because I understand that I've been sort of using Cloudy as a gateway to victory.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
know
man,
it's-
you're using Cloudy. Come on.
No, but Cloudy set a really cool website that actually linked back to a game I used to play when I was a kid. she sent us a game that's just called The Evolution of Trust. It's sort of it's this artsy game that sort of walks you through like a trust simulator, sort of like game theory. You know, two prisoners dilemmas. If you both select yes, you both die, or whatever else. You know those prison dilemma things, right? But it walks you through several prisoner dilemma type games to show you how society as a whole should treat trust and trusting one another, trusting strangers, and how like in this way that trusting a stranger in a certain way can really be beneficial to like building a better society, and how like you know, we live in a world where we don't trust as much. And it's really cool. It's very informative. It teaches you a lot through like a very fun and interesting game. But what I was really interested about what Claudia sent us was that she linked back to the creator's page where she said they had other games. And when I went back, I met the creator, Nikki Case, who is a artist and game maker, and they have all sorts of like games that will teach you very interesting concepts about that either explore like concepts about society or just like teach you actual like, you know, educational concepts through like very fun and interesting games that interact with you. While many of them are, some of the more educational ones are less known, some of these are actually ones I have just played before by accident. I didn't realize it. There's a game called We Become What We Behold, which is like a game that kind of I remember blowing up on YouTube a while back. I don't know if you guys ever knew about this, where it's just a bunch of like square stick figures and circular stick figures walking around a TV screen, and you control what's on the TV screen. And if you show like violent acts, the two parties become more like untrusting of each other, or like racist, or you show other good things. Like it's a very in like it forces you to like show more of the more violent stuff, and it's more like a metaphor for media today, picking out certain more violent
It's
things.
big
and
media,
targeting groups.
man.
Look,
I'm actually pretty excited to play the Trust game. It sounds like a really cool idea.
Can I real quick say my experience with the Trust game? Because I played it real quick. And, you know, I probably did it wrong because I cheated. There's you know, obviously there's like the opposite. You can cheat or cooperate.
Are you cheating at Flash games right now?
You use Trust Game hack
yeah, that's
on
right.
Google?
I went to Trust Game. I went to nccasetrustme.hacked.com, and it lets me get all the points all the time. No, but I kind of basically did that where I literally clicked cheat every time. I just cheated always. And you know what? The thrill of it was fucking worth it. I loved cheating, because they put you up against like different archetypes of like, you know, AIs that like act differently. But I just always cheated. I didn't do anything different. I always cheated, and it felt great. And I get 27 points.
You're not saying you won though, because they tell you that the always cheater doesn't actually win in the end, but you just did it for the thrill of it, the sick thrill you're saying.
See, okay, but in my defense, the one that does win is the copycat, the one that just does everything that you do. But how am I supposed to know? If I knew everything that you would do, then I would fucking win. Yeah, of course. So you might as well just cheat all the time. What are you gonna do? See, okay,
you took a wildly different idea from this game that I did.
Okay. Here's the way I see it. Right, you can never know what your opponent's gonna do. Right, and
yeah, so
here's the outcome.
No matter
if
what.
you always here's my two options. Since you don't know what you're gonna do, you're either blind, or you always cooperate, or you always cheat. And if you always cooperate, the best you can do is 2 coins, and the worst you can do is you lose 1 coin. Whereas if you always cheat, the worst you can do is you lose nothing, and the best is that you gain 3. So you always cheat. Cheating is just objectively the better choice.
Yeah, Liam, but Liam,
Jeez.
Liam, you're literally the reason that this game exists.
Hey man, I'm a numbers guy.
But the greatest isn't the gosh, Liam, you little naughty boy.
Why better myself when I can get 3 coins?
I can get 3 whole coins.
Listen,
They show. All right, you know what? They. All right, I'm not even gonna address that. I don't even know what the hell to say to you.
That's so funny.
no, see, and it's also fun too because the little animation for when you cheat is thrilling because he goes.
He goes,
and he gets 3 coins. I got a lot. There's nothing more sad. Tell you what, you cooperators, you'll never get the thrill of earning 3 coins. You'll never get that taste of fucking glory.
I will say right now that they also make the AI that like always cooperates like a big dingus. Like they all the simulations, the one that always cooperates just dies out so fast.
Yes.
And everything else, like they're always just like, oh, like look at this little nerd. So yeah, the copycat wins out. The idea here is that they say, you know, you still need to be guarded because there are going to be Liams in the world that just will always stab you in the back. But like, it's not that you're supposed to predict every single time this person's going to stab you and you stab them right back. It's more just like you stay trustworthy until someone, you know, betrays your trust, and then you're like, well, time to be cautious with that individual from now on. And I will tell you, from this day forward, I will always be cautious with Liam Mann in all my dealings.
Man, at least I know that he's always out for himself.
Hey man,
He's consistent.
All I can say is that I will never lose.
Liam will end up in jail.
Listen,
this adds a lot of context to the time that Liam smelled me and said, "You smell like just enough XP to level up."
It's true, I did say that.
He always says to me, "You're looking like 3 coins right now." He's just walking around like, "How can I make 3 coins right now?"
He always says to me, "Hey man, I got to get into that dungeon." And I have to, prevent him from going. But he's looking more and more determined, more and more, big. And
Wait,
with better
okay,
swords.
okay. Hold the fucking phone. So I was playing. I was kind of playing this game in the background. And
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying super much attention to Liam.
There
I was
comes a
playing
point
the games.
where you can it grows out, right? Instead of just you playing, they do like a bunch of like simulations with a bunch of different kind of AI type and like decision making type.
Yeah.
There's one where it allows you to change like the score values, right?
Yeah.
And if you change, because most of the time, if you do it, almost all the other simulations you do where the score is the same, the thing that happens is usually the cheaters wipe out everyone else, and then the copycats wipe out the cheaters, like the always cheats. But if you if it starts with one copycat, one cheater, and the rest, I think it's always trust. The cheaters win. If you set the score for cheating to 5 instead of 3, the cheaters win.
Yeah, if it's more benefit to cheat, of course they're gonna fucking win. If you said more benefit to be together, they always
and the funny thing
win
is,
as well.
The funny thing is, they all have 0 points. Now, all the always cheater are just always cheating, and so they end up with 0 points. And I love it, dude. It's so funny.
Liam, did you just sit there and up the reward for cheating, and then you
Yes,
said, "Oh, it's funny how the cheaters do better in this world."
It's actually so bizarre. It really tells us a lot about us as a
Guys,
society.
if there's better benefit for the cheaters do well. So I think cheating is the way to go always. Okay, all right. Well, I was going to talk about Nikki Case, the wonderful person behind these games. we just instead found out that Liam's a fucking psychopath. So
you mean Daniel? This is actually
check
Daniel, not Liam. So Liam's fine.
That's right, Daniel's
David?
the weird guy.
Is it Daniel?
Yeah,
No,
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel.
Yeah, this is
But
Daniel.
yeah, they have great games. Adventures with Anxiety it was pretty fun too. And
I think
so
it was
check
David.
them out.
I'm hedging my bets on David.
All right,
Yeah.
That's my.
David
we can
always comes out on
cheat.
top.
Thank
David
you,
always
thank you,
cheats.
Cloudy. Thank you, Cloudy, for
Yeah,
putting
thank
that
you,
in.
Cloudy,
I'm actually
for that.
gonna,
That was a blast.
I'm gonna actually play that later because I was doing some, trolling around on the on the
a
old
little
Gamosphere, playing the different games. So I'm sorry if I didn't interact as much. I was really enjoying myself,
those
so
games
I'll try
are-
that out later.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
These games are very fun and very artistically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
because-
so.
I mean,
Thank
because
you.
trust between people, it's important.
Thank you, Cloudy Skies, for giving us a link to that cheating simulator. To show that cheating.
Thank you, Cloudy, for opening my eyes to the atrocities that Liam can commit.
See, I love how the more Declan is learning about me, the less friendly we're becoming. Right? It's like now first it was the fact that I like the Lockhorns. Now it's that I always cheat.
Season 2 is the Dark Ages. Oh, by the way, guys, congratulations on a season 2 finale.
Yeah,
keep going.
congrats.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so my topic isn't necessarily buried. I'm sure all of you know exactly who it is, but
Oh, that's the best.
yeah, I know. I don't think everyone knows who he is. So I decided to go in a little bit deeper, and I found some very interesting things. So the topic that I'm doing today is a Peruvian musical artist called Tango. His name is Jose Abelardo Gutierrez Alanya, but he is most notable. His nickname, that's what he goes by, is Tango. He excuse me. He's been a singer since the 1980s, and he got a lot of. He's always been pretty popular, but he's gotten a lot of success recently for his break into YouTube. With his hit song. He made a cover of the song Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People. That one, that's like, you know what I mean? But it's humorous.
This is actually a buried callback. You've sang this song in his voice.
Did
if
I
I'm
really?
remembering correctly.
I'm sure I did.
You do it all the time. Like,
all the other kids get a bum paraki, you better ram. He basically sings
So
English
good.
songs. He basically sings English songs, but he does it like phonetically in Peruvian. Like he's speaking Peruvian, but he just says Peruvian sounds so they sound like English words. All the other kids get a bum paraki, you better ram, faster than my bullet. So that's kind of like his body of work. But something that I found when looking into the life and times of Tango, I decided to take a page out of Declan's book and actually research my topic before I started talking about it. And apparently there's a lot that I didn't know. So I read obviously he's really big in Peru. But one of the things that he's most notable for, that got him a lot of good press, is he tried. So there was a Emmy award-winning writer and journalist named Jaime Bailey, and he tried to run for president, and Tango wrote a song called Jaime para Presidente. To help him run for president, and he actually ran for Congress himself in 2005, so yeah, he tried to get into politics himself. But the thing
what's his opinion on smoking?
Yeah, he's actually pro smoking bans. He actually quit his music career of 40 years because they said he can't smoke in concerts anymore.
He's caught winning the neo-Nazis. Good to know.
Yeah, but one of the things that I thought, there's a little anecdote about Tango that I found particularly humorous. Apparently, there was in 2010, Jaime Bailey, like, is this guy who he wrote this song to help him become president. I don't think he ever became president. Because judging by just how small, I looked at Jaime Bailey's Wikipedia page and it is very, very small. So I can't imagine that he became president.
Maybe there's just not a lot of news.
Or maybe he just didn't. Maybe he just didn't do very much as president. Maybe he had to capitulate to all the smoking revolution that happened in Peru.
He was just like a really chill guy.
But so there's a story in which Jaime in 2010 announced that he would make Tango the godfather for his third child. And Tango was so excited, perhaps a little bit excited, he claimed that he was an oracle and predicted that the child would be male and the future player of Sporting Cristal. Now, Sporting Cristal is like a fucking sports club. It's like a soccer team. So he would be a soccer player for this Peruvian soccer team. And I looked into it, and I looked into Jaime Bailey's children. Jaime has only daughters. Jaime has only ever had daughters. So Tango, not the best fucking oracle.
Oracle, you're saying?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. there's kind of not a lot to Tango. He kind of started. It started in kind of 2016, where he really kind of started his role, his internet fame into Peruvian covers of American songs. But yeah, apparently
What I'll say, he can't predict in the future. He can predict in musical, talent and the next generation of Peruvian artists.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, he's not an
A
oracle.
true inspiration.
He
Tango
can't
for
predict.
Godfather 2025.
You know who can predict the future though? Redman. Redman actually can
Redman.
predict. I was talking to you the other day.
When Redman's eyes roll into the back of his head and he just starts spouting out things that are gonna happen 5 years down the road, that's scary,
Dude,
man.
I was
He's a
talking
really
to
crazy dog. It's awesome.
Dude,
I want to have
dude,
him.
I had a sit-down conversation with Redman, and I was like, "Hey, Redman, will the smokers' revolution be successful?" And he said, "Yes, it will. The smokers will finally get the rights that they are deserved.
Led gloriously into battle by the Freedom Band.
But only those who smoke 5 packs a day."
He just,
For
so
40
here you
years.
go, Liam, and he handed you his little paw, 5 picks.
He tossed me when he said, "Get smoking," and then he rode off on a skateboard. It was so epic.
That was pretty cool.
God, I fucking love Redman.
Redman rocks, man. He's such a sweet dog.
So fucking cool, man. We should invite him on the
Just
show.
We should
just play
definitely.
Redman on the show.
He's
Art,
so
art,
fucking
art,
cool.
art.
Yeah.
I'm tearing
Alright,
up
so
over
that was
here.
a-
So cool music.
Yeah, that was
Alright,
my little
boys.
topic.
That was a beautiful little topic, Lynn. I'm very proud of
We
you.
had a lot of beautiful little topics today.
We had a lot
Why
of
don't we
fun
go down
today.
the line and say what our topics were?
Yeah, I was findthecow.com along with Wyoming doesn't exist.
And the reboot of Nuggets, not to forget.
Well, you had kind of a
Um,
nugget adjacent topic thing, right?
Yeah, an old website. I had
Oh no,
Hosanna,
I really liked it. Yeah.
Hosanna1.com. Well, I mean, it also kind of did become Nuggets because there was the other website too.
Yeah, I thought
Uh,
that. Yeah.
I had the life and times of Tongo the Oracle.
And we found out that Liam's a psychopath.
Yeah.
I had
Alright,
Cloudy had some really great Nikki Case website games, including the Evolution Trust.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely
Alright,
gonna
boys.
check that out later.
Based
All right,
Cloudy.
everybody, type in your
Yep.
opinions.
I'm ready.
I'm
And,
gonna type it in our group chat just because I'm not in the Discord right now.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so yeah, we'll monitor all things. You ready? 3,
All right,
2,
3,
1.
2,
Oh,
1.
I said it right.
Send.
Oh,
Oh,
All right.
Dylan
wow.
sweeps.
Dylan sweeps, yeah.
Sweet.
With
Hell
one vote
yeah,
for me
dude.
from Dylan.
Oh my gosh. Everyone voted for
Hosanna1.com.
Dylan except for Dylan.
I would have
Redman
picked
took
Cloudy
that
as
home.
second personally.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, wait,
we
is
were
it
really
too
voting
late?
for Redman.
Is it too late to change my vote to Redman?
Yeah, wait, all right, let me say this real quick. Redman. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Guys, let's all. Hey, you know what? In honor of Dylan's victory, in honor of this victory, let's all light up a cigarette.
Let's all smoke
Yeah.
5 packs. Right
let's all down a pack. And
Yeah.
hey, viewers at home, especially children under the age of 18, find cigarettes. You know, start early. Use Juuls.
Yeah.
Fun
Find them.
flavors.
They're everywhere.
Find them.
Find them out there waiting for you.
Oh boy.
And
Smoke them.
if your mom asks you why you if your parents catch you and yell at you, just tell them Redman made you do it.
Just like, hey, fucking Redman told me.
Fucking
to.
Redman.
What's that?
gosh.
Marlboros? No, they're Redman specials.
The
Redman
Redman
specials.
Yeah, go into the convenience store and ask for 4 Redman specials. The cashier will know exactly what to give you.
You're a fan of Redman too, I see.
Yeah, sure. You're
Okay, no
for your-
jokes though. Do not adopt Redman. He's Redman. He has a knife.
He's
I saw
very
him in-
anti-smoking.
He wears in his leather jacket is cool, but he's got a switchblade in it, and it's got dried blood on the blade.
He also has one of those switchblade combs, and he brings out one of them. And you can never tell if it's gonna be the knife or the comb. Then he brings them out.
One time he accidentally brought out the comb when he meant to bring the knife, and he killed another dog with a comb. He stabbed Ruby
He refused to
17
admit he
times.
was wrong, so he used the comb. And he smoked a whole pack of cigarettes.
And
Let's-
then he smoked all the cigarettes in the house.
He smoked them all. Guys, we got
And
an
then he
email,
quit his job at IBM.
We got an email at berrypodcast@gmail.com. Send us everything, topics especially, but also, give us questions. Send us pictures of Red Man, whatever you want. All right, smokes. We'll smoke them.
Smoke him if you got him.
Yeah, we got that. We all got our own little things that we're not going to talk about. So, everyone have a good night, and as always, I'm Declan Grogan.
I'm logging off.
This fucking dog is still asleep.
And I'm David. Please go to npr.com. .gov. I mean, is it .com or .gov? Go to NPR.
I said we were going to plug our stuff. I said we were going to plug our stuff, David.
Hey, listen, boy. Yeah, that's right, boy. Ooh, I'm older than you. Yeah. Yeah,
like
I'm actually
David.
I'm gonna take off my mask right now. Ready? Look. Oh my God, I just took off my mask and I was Liam the whole time. I lied to you. I don't even know what NPR is.
Gosh, I thought you were gonna be Red Man, and I was so excited for a second.
No. Oh, and then Asterisk takes off mask again. Hey, it's me. I'm Red Man. Woof woof. Oh yeah, you kids want some six?
All right, have a good night.
Bow wow.